Today we are going to be fishing with micro lures for whatever bites. A lot of people think that micro lures are meant to catch micro fish, but that is definitely not true. You can catch just about everything on these tiny lures, and today we're going to put that to the test. We have a tackle box full of micro lures that we are going to be throwing at 3 different locations, and we're going to see what we can catch. Ow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our first location of the day. We are going to be starting off our day at 2 different lakes that are both right next to each other. I've never fished here before, but this place actually looks really good, and I'm excited to throw these micro baits in these ponds and see what we can catch. I've got my polarized glasses on today, and whenever I look in the water, I can see just a ton of little brim, bluegill, and stuff like that just swimming around. So I think we're definitely gonna be able to catch some of those. But if there's that many panfish in here, then there's gotta be some bass living in here too. So this should be fun. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the baits that I have brought with me today. We have got a ton of different baits in this tackle box. I picked up some at the store and I already had some of them, but we have got all kinds of stuff. We have got some little crank baits. We have got a little spinner bait. We've got some little spinners. We even have a couple topwaters in here. Got a little jerk bait, got some little grubs and some jig heads, got some little swim baits, and I even brought a small little bitsy jig that we can throw for some bass. So as you can tell, I have got quite a few baits to choose from. I don't think we're gonna have any problem catching fish on a couple of these baits today, but now we have to decide what bait we're gonna throw first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and pick our first bait of the day. Since I've been seeing so many little brim swimming around here, I'm kind of thinking that I should go with something like a rooster tail, or maybe even one of these little tiny grubs. I'm not really sure what our best option is gonna be. I've even got a little grasshopper here and these tiny little crankbaits. A lot of these fish I've been seeing are not super big, but also there's been a couple that are decent sized, and I haven't even moved spots. This is the first little spot that I walked up to, so I'm just gonna tie on this rooster tail for right now. We have a ton of different baits, but we're gonna give this a shot. This is a fish catcher right here. You can catch just about everything on one of these baits. Bass, bluegill, crappie, you name it, they eat it. Because it just looks like a little tiny minnow. You can almost always catch fish on one of these things. I am going to be fishing with the Lew's Mock Jacked combo today. This is a medium light action, so I should be able to cast these lightweight baits perfectly on this rod. I've just got some 10-pound braid on here to an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, and this right here should be money for fishing today. I see a couple fish right here, so let's go ahead and make the first cast and see if we can catch one. That one right there was not interested. He's actually decent sized. It's crazy because I can just see the fish swimming around. I think they can see me and they're just like, nah man, we're smarter than that. See, you can see them right there. They just came up and hit something on the surface of the water. I'm actually gonna go ahead and change my bait because they really didn't show too much interest in my spinner. I think it's a little bit too big for them. So we're gonna go super micro and see if we can catch one on this. I really want to try to catch a couple of these fish right here in front of me. And then after that, maybe put something on like that jig and try throwing it out to the middle of the pond and seeing if we can catch some bass out there. Because I haven't seen any bass yet, but I'm betting that they're probably a lot further out. Oh no, that is not good. Oh no. This might seem kind of crazy, but I'm actually gonna put on a topwater. One thing I have learned over my years of fishing is that just about any fish will hit a topwater popper, and this is actually the new Bitsy popper from Strike King. It is absolutely tiny, and I think they're gonna eat it. Use nature's bridge to get over here. Look at this. This is like a huge drop off. Looks so good. That is not what I was going for there. Just trying to get a cast up under that bush. Cannot do it very good. Bruh. Oh no! That was my first good bite of the day. That had to be a little brim. Could have been a bass though. This spot right here does look juicy. I will say that. And this should be the deepest water right here. All right, we made it to pond number 2. This one is definitely a little bit more murky than the other pond, but maybe it'll be good. I don't know. I will say I have a bait in mind for this spot. That is the spinnerbait. This spinnerbait should be perfect since this water is a little bit more murky. We just gotta hope that there's some bass that are hanging around over here that might be hungry. I will admit, I do think that the other pond looks better than this one, but also you can't let a little bit of muddy water scare you away. Fish live in all kinds of... Oh, that was a bite, man. Oh, that was a bite right there. I don't know how I missed him. Wow. Like I was saying, don't be scared of a little bit of muddy water. All right, and we have arrived at location number 2. This is actually a rock quarry, so it is a really, really cool spot to fish. The water is crystal clear, it is super deep, and this place is loaded with fish. I've already seen fish swimming around everywhere right here because the water is so clear I can just see everything, and I really think it's gonna happen pretty quick. So let's go ahead and pick out a bait, rig up, see what we can catch. All right, we definitely need to get something that's gonna sink. I'm definitely throwing the jig in here at some point today, but for right now I want to throw something that's gonna be perfect for some bluegill and bass. I think we're gonna throw this rooster tail. We're just gonna throw it out there, let it sink, and just slowly bring it back. Little rooster tail is rigged up. Now we just have to catch fish. I've been seeing a lot of them swimming around in this little corner. So fast. This is a little baby. First cast though. I will say this, I think this is going to be better than location number 1. There we go. Nice little panfish. We can give him a little toss out there. That is not where we were trying to put him, but it's okay. I saw some pretty big ones swimming over here. We're just gonna have to catch the big ones. Oh, dude, that was a giant one that just bit it. Oh my gosh. Let's get another cast back out there. That was a big one that bit it. I'm just gonna slowly but surely work my way around, see if we can catch a couple more fish on this. Then I'm gonna change baits and really start fishing out deep. Because I think a lot of these fish are out in some really deep water. Oh man, that's a good one too. Looky there. Nice little fish. I was gonna try to offer it to my friend, but he just moved spots. I think he's keeping the fish. I think he's gonna eat them, but here we go. Nice panfish. Good size one too. Ow. That was cool. Maybe we can catch a couple more really good size ones like that. I mean, that was good eating size. That was the size of my hand. I mean, look at this. It's kind of flooded right here. Wow. This looks cool. There's a warmouth, I can see him. And they see me, that's why they're not biting. There's a bunch of fish. Oh, there's a bass. There's a little small bass right here. Oh, come on. There's so many fish right here. Oh my gosh. It's a school of bass. It's a school of bass. Oh my gosh. It's a school of bass. There's like 10 of them. There's like 10 bass right here. Before we get any further into the video, I did want to ask you guys, if you wouldn't mind, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below. I am currently at 74,000 subscribers, and I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to go down below, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Why is there so many bass right here? And they won't bite. I definitely should have caught one of those. That was ridiculous. I say after that, let's change our bait. I know I was whispering, but there was literally like 10 or 12 bass that just came right in front of me. Let's try something a little bit different now. Let's try this little swim bait. We'll put it on a jig head. This is kind of a translucent swim bait, so maybe they'll like this in this clear water. They're sitting right here. Where'd they go? They're gone now. These things are moving. Oh my gosh. They're literally just sitting right here in a wad. Oh, one just nipped at it. One just nipped at it for real. I really need to come here and film a big swim bait video. That would be crazy here. We might just have to keep moving. Honestly, I don't want to because I saw all those fish right here, but I think they have left the area. Let's try this little cricket. Oh, that's a bass. Y'all watch this. That bass wanted it right there. He's a baby though. He keeps chasing it. That little crankbait, he likes that little crankbait. We're gonna keep on moving. This is gonna be fun getting down here. But it'll be worth it if we catch a fish. Dude, there's a giant bluegill sitting right there. Oh, it's a bass. It's a bass. Oh, golly, dude. It's a bass. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He wants nothing to do with it. We're putting on the jig. It's got a little bit of blue in it, which I don't like. But we're just gonna slap a green pumpkin mock crow on there. I think they'll eat that. I really do. I just feel like we need a bait that is going to be something that they can key in on the bottom where they're not looking at me, they're looking at the bait. This looks like a good spot right here. As long as I don't fall. Oh, he's looking at it. Oh, bro. That bass just came out of nowhere. Dude, that was a big one. What happened? What happened? He went down on my jig and everything. He just didn't ever eat it. You gotta be kidding. No, I missed him on the hook set. You gotta be kidding me. Daggum tree got in my way. I missed him on the hook set. Dang it. I knew this looked like a good spot. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Again. These trees are messing me up big time. There's the second one I've missed right here. Next bite I get, I'm setting the hook hard. There's a brim right there. If I still had that other bait on, I'd catch him. These bass have got smart, so we're gonna move on. If I can get up here without breaking my neck. Dude, oh, those are huge brim. Those are huge brim. I thought it was a bass. Maybe it is a small bass. There is a big brim though. I'm literally dropping this bait so far out there. No. Dang it. Got him. There we go. There he goes. I saw him swim right here, and then I threw my bait down there. He missed it. Threw it down there again, and he got it. And we're back where we first started. Whew. I'm really surprised I haven't seen any bass right here, but even when I was here earlier, I just never saw any bass. It's kind of weird. There we go. Little baby. I'll take it though. At least he ate it. Thank you, pal. If only all of them ate it that good, we'd be doing pretty good now. Oh my gosh, it's a big one. Yes, yes, no. Bruh. Well, that was number 3 until he came off. For some reason, I just can't hook them very good, especially the good ones. He looks so much bigger than he actually was when he came up right here. Oh my gosh, he looked like a giant when he came up right here. All right, y'all. We are done with the jig for right now. I'm about to go ahead and roll on to the next spot, but I can see a couple panfish swimming around. And I'm gonna see if I can get one to bite a topwater. We're gonna throw the popper and see what they'll do. Oh my gosh, that was a bass. A bass literally came up to eat it right there. A little small one. He was tiny, he just barely got it. Golly, he's about to come back for it. Unless that's a different fish. Might be a different one. Looks a little bit bigger. Maybe I should have been throwing this the whole time I was here. And we have arrived at spot number 3. Let's go ahead and get out a bait. I think I'm gonna try out the little grasshopper again. We already threw it earlier, but I do think that it could work pretty well at this location, so we are going to try it. All right, there she is. Let's see what we can do with this little thing right here. There should be quite a few bass that will chase this, and then also quite a few bluegill. I actually see a little small bass right now. I don't know if he's big enough to eat this, but I'm about to throw it to him and see. Let's see what he does. He's definitely interested. Oh, he hit it. He hit it. Hold on. Let's see if it hit it again. He's literally so small. He's like 4 inches. He might be 6 inches maybe. Oh dude, there's a big bass. There's a big bass. I just saw it. Oh, where'd he go? He got scared when I casted. That was like a 2 or 3 pounder. And something just jumped over there. They're active in here. Man, there's a ton of brim over here. I can see them all just sitting on that edge. All right, grasshopper is not getting it done. So we've got to change something up. Let's try the little jerk bait. This thing looks good. Hopefully, oh dude, that was a fish. I was gonna say, hopefully the fish thinks so too. But I just had a bite, but somehow it came off. That was second cast. Oh, dude, another one. Oh my gosh. How are they not getting hooked? Oh, 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 that was a good bass. That was a good bass. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. Oh my gosh. They are smoking this thing. I just can't hook them. That's one. There we go. Finally got one hooked. Oh goodness, he was about to hook me. Not a bad little bass. First one at the new spot. There we go. On the little jerkbait. I think there's a bunch of fish sitting out there, honestly, because I have had a ton of bites right there. There's a bass sitting right here. Oh, I got him. No way. That was awesome. That was awesome. And he T-boned that thing too. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I think we have found the bait that they like in here. Nothing big, but that is still a lot of fun. See you, buddy. That was awesome. That was right here in front of me. I basically just sight fished him. I could see him. I was just moving my jerkbait and he was just following that thing. Just like there's another one just came up for it. They are loaded right here. Hold on. We're about to get another one. Maybe not. There's a bass right here. Little baby one. He just nipped at it. Hold on, let's see if we can get him. He just nipped at it again. He's just so small. Alright, he ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna mess with him. There's one. Yeah. Let's go. They are smoking this thing. No big ones yet, but I think there's just a lot of small ones hanging around the edge of this grass. And that's why we're catching so many. There we go, beautiful little bass. Thank you, buddy. All right, I'm just gonna keep on throwing this thing down this whole bank. They're eating it, so why not? All right, I've caught a few on this jerkbait. I guarantee you I can keep catching them, but I want to try throwing a different bait just to do it. So we're gonna cut that off. Let's try one of these little swim baits. I need to see what the action looks like on this though. I've never thrown one of these. Oh, dude, that has to catch a fish. Has to. Oh no! I just missed one on it. He came back and got it again. What? Come on now. I'm gonna start walking around the rest of the pond before we end the day. But since I did see all of those little brim over there, I'm gonna tie this thing on and we're gonna see if we can catch some brim on this as well as some bass. I think that I'm gonna catch quite a few fish on this, honestly, but we'll see. Once we get over there towards that dock, I might break out the tackle box again and maybe throw the jerk bait or something else, but for right now we're just gonna stick with this. Let's see what happens. Can't beat a little spinner. I just think they love this so much because number one, it's got the little furry hook on there and it shines so good. And also you can fish it pretty slow, so they don't really have to chase it very fast. Oh man, that little brim just hit it. Yeah! Look, we got us another species. This is one of the smaller ones too. There's a bunch of them hanging around here though, I will say that. They are not liking this little spinner. So y'all know what that means. We're gonna put the little jerkbait back on, and we're gonna see if we can catch a couple more fish. Let's go over here on the dock and cast around in the shade a little bit. I will say, this shade feels a lot better than being in that sunlight. See if there's any fish over here near this dock. Oh yeah! Look at that. That is a little baby one. He wanted it though. Hey buddy, chill out. I'm gonna unhook you. We can't end the video off on that one. We gotta catch one a little bit bigger. That was cool though. There we go. Hey! He's not a bad one either. Yeah. Whew. Stop it, please. Kind of scares me when they... Ow. Just have one hook like that, and it goes in your finger. That one is past the barb, too. Well, he just flopped his way back into the water. And as you can tell, that's a hook in my finger. So we're calling it a day. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.